from beautiful Las Vegas for the second All-American Koi show, and it's huge, guys. Look at this. It's huge, and I've just been looking around the show tanks, and there's some. It's a massive competitive show. This, I mean, there's fish that have won grand champions in Japan. There's fish that have won seconds in Japan. There's just some amazing fish here, and it is the standard of this show has to be the best outside of Japan, without a doubt. So, but we'll have a quick look, and I want to show you some of the fish that the dealers have brought as well. I mean, when I look round, I'm not putting it down or anything, but when I look round the koi shows in England, it's pretty much all the same and everything like that. But the standard of these fish, man, these are some beautiful fish for sale. So we'll have a quick look round some of the dealers. I looked around yesterday when they were bringing them out, and it was just fantastic. So we're now at like about nearly 9:30, and then I'm not sure. I think the judges are probably going to come in around about 10 o'clock. Got the Japanese judges, so we'll film a little bit of that. You've got the Marado, Kano, Izumi. I think even Narita's here as well. So it's bringing a lot of big people to the show. So really good, really happy with it. Well, certainly with the standard anyway. The fish are just mind-blowing, really, considering it is like walking around a Japanese koi show looking at some of these fish. But let's have a quick look at them just to show you. The guys are taking all the crap out of the ponds. Look at the kahaku, just gorgeous. Ginrin Kimatsuba. Good morning. Hello. These tanks are a little bit dirty, so what they'll do is they'll just get they're coming round now systematically getting all the tanks clean, and then they'll do water changes as well. Look at this huge big Marasei Achiba, 90 cm. And this isn't the only 90 cm fish, there are so many. This is the a Dainichi shower that came second at the Nogiosai last year. So if you go onto that video, that obviously I'll forget to link it, when we're bringing out the huge fish at Dainichi, this was one of them. Beautiful. Not sure it's so much of a show koi though here. Got the big kahaku there, this from Isa, and a huge big karashi. Again, over 90, both of them, both over 90. So we've got Sakura Ogon there, which is magnificent. Saw that fish in Japan. Look at this girl. Shiratsuri there, look at that. I mean, again, I'm not just saying it, you're not going to see this standard of fish shown outside of Japan. You're really not. Look at the kahaku there. Now this is a Shinkokai koi show, so these are what dealers have brought down for their clients. We were in Tennessee yesterday packing fish to bring here. That was one of the planes that we took, and then AJ and the other crew started up in New Jersey and New York packing their fish. So it all came down pretty much around about the same time. It all kind of linked in. So look at this Matsukao Baki. We brought this down yesterday. This is fantastic. This is one of the reasons my back's hurting this morning, guys. Tancho Showa. And then we've just walked up, really. We've just walked up the whole way. So beautiful Tancho Showa. This one we brought down as well. And then there's a nice kahaku there. Morning. Even the small stuff, look at it. Beautiful. Look at Benny Kimonryu there. Really nice. The effort. Good morning, Rye.
Morning.
How are you?
Lovely.
The standard is, it's pretty much shocked me how good the fish are. So again, this one here, sometimes with the big fish, depending how far they've travelled, the water will go a little bit off overnight, and then these will be changed shortly. Look at the huge Makashi, man. Look at that. Beautiful. See. Look at the goshki. Tell me where you're going to see one that good. I was going to say, look at the Benikiko Kuryu. Tell me where you can see one of them that's good, but I'll show you one. Show you some better. But fantastic. These are for the water changes. Again, massive fish. Beautiful kahaku. I'm sure that'd win many shows on its own. I'm not convinced it'll win. Thank you. Oh, these are what we brought down as well yesterday. Look at this. Now, in the American market, it is a full range of fish, but some of the people who buy these, they do like the weird and wonderful stuff, which is absolutely nothing wrong with it. These fish, when I packed that one yesterday, the big achiever, it's just the skin on it, the shine, it was fantastic. Really good. And also, she's like 90 something. Look at this kahaku. This was one that won at Florida this year, and it also won at the Tokyo Dome in November. Another one we packed yesterday. She's 1 meter, 1 cm. Right, so tell me where you're going to see that outside of Japan. Oh, some more. These are the Benikiko Kuryu that we brought down yesterday. Look at this. They were at the All Japan Koi show. A lot of these fish in the show, they were all at the All Japan. Oh, look. Kanoko, Mariten Kohak, and the goshki. Really good. These are also, we packed these yesterday. A little bit frisky. I think that's something that when you have a show at this time of year, because it is pretty cool and it's pretty cold at the moment. I wish I'd have brought my hoodie down with me, but oh, look at these little fish. Brilliant. Sumigoromo. Very rare you see those these days. Issa Showa, Jim Profanado, one of Fitz's customers, beautiful. And I think he's got, these are the Shintro fish. This Sankey, the one on that side, fabulous, absolutely fabulous. A lot of people probably recognise this. Look at the skin, guys, skin. I'm hoping that does something today. It'd be nice to see that doing something. It is a beautiful koi. Yeah, look at these. These are also Shintro. Travelled well. You know, it's not like us having to put the fish in a bag for a few hours. These fish have come from all over the United States, and they either come down on air cargo. We flew private yesterday, which was incredible. If you follow me on Instagram, you'd have seen. So yeah, this is the Kajaku that came. This is one of Andrew Sandler's Polo Reef. They came. This one came last year. Fantastic, beautiful, and it's just got better and better. It's a good credit to his koi keeping skills. More. These are for the net cleans. So this is another Benikiko Kuryu. Andrews as well. The lads brought this down yesterday from New York. Fabulous. Oh, look at these as well. Look at this Snow Asagi. And you know, you probably won't even see one of those in Japan. Not that size, not that quality. That was the one in a million, and somebody in America bought it, and one of Fitz's customers, and it's just fabulous. Big Sakai Kahaku, beautiful Dainichi Showa. Now this one is probably my favourite, is the Sankey, which is Hiroshima Sakai, and this belongs to Andrew, and this is the one I'm pretty much tipping to win. I love the body shape. The Sumi is fantastic, and the Benny is just so. The condition is looking. It's all about condition, really. Let me just. With the Japanese, when the Japanese judges shows like a Shinkokai type thing, like I was trying to explain to somebody yesterday. So you might have, when you're transporting fish this size, they're obviously going to get a knock. I mean, one swish of the tail in a bag, it could cause, and it's so good that people, I've always said this about koi shows, it's so good that these people agree to bring, I mean, of course, some people, they want the kudos of winning a koi show and everything like that, but forget all that, right? So, 99.9% of the people that are going to walk around this show today, they're never going to be able to see fish like this again, and it's so good that they bring them, but there is a risk involved, and there is a few fish that have got like the odd knock on it, the odd little damage causing transport. But what they'll do in Japan is the fish are still entered, but what they'll do is they'll just demerit it. So if they've got two big Sankeys and the quality is very much similar, the size is similar, the body, everything's about the same, and then one of them's got like a little rubbed scale or a missing scale, then they'll demerit that, and then so that's how they work it, really. So I mean, obviously you can't have fish with huge ulcers or anything like that, but the little knocks and bangs, it's just part of transporting huge koi. Like that one we did yesterday in Tennessee. We were probably about 8.5 hours total in the bag. So it's a long journey for these fish, and especially these massive fish, especially over a metre, to be able to pack on it. I saw people yesterday bringing koi that hadn't travelled nowhere near as far, and they were having terrible problems with bringing in koi. I mean, the packing of these fish, I'm not saying it's an art, but it's something that experience does, and you've got to make sure that you can do it, and it is a very difficult thing. Fitz's team can do it. They did it at the other side, but it's always nice to have somebody like myself and Mark who've dealt with this sort of thing for many decades and decades. I've been packing fish this big, so it's always nice to get, and all hours arrive perfect. So, but it is a very big risk for anybody bringing fish to a show, any size, but big koi are predominantly very, very difficult. And also, they won't like it being in these tanks. Obviously, they won't like it being in these tanks. But, what are you going to do? Never have a koi show again? It's the same old thing. I mean, I know people, when they win the koi shows in England or something like that, we probably know about 5 or 6 people who've got fish that will never see a show that are better, that would win easy. But some people just don't want to take them to a show, and I've got much respect for that. They don't want to damage their fish, they don't want to risk their fish, but some people do it. I'm always a big believer of taking these kind of fish to a show, because you're showing people these things. Good morning. And, it's fantastic for the hobby. Some people are going to walk around this show and say, look at that, let's put an example, that Deutsch Shower, and they're going to go, I want one of them. And then they're going to walk round and they're going to look, and then they're going to see these fish and they're going to see the quality, and they're going to say, that's what I'm going to strive to do. I'm going to strive to have these fish of these quality. And Tancho Showa, beautiful. Body on it, nice. Another big Kahaku. Where are you going to see this? I keep going on about it, but, for me to see fish like this in a show arena, I've got to go to Japan. And now I can come to Las Vegas. But I think there's a more diverse range of fish here as well. You're not just, in England we seem to concentrate on the Kahaku, Sankey and Showa, which of course that's what's going to win the shows, so that's fine. But also a lot of people just love this other stuff. Look at Ginrin Matsukawabaki, it's beautiful. People love all the small stuff, and just the weird and wonderful varieties, and it's just fantastic that's what they do. So we get a whole diverse range of koi. You could probably find every variety here. Look at that. Tansho Achiba, Tansho Goshki, Hana Shisui, all different, Benny Ginga. They're just, and that's what, whoever this customer is that's what he wants. Look at that, flowery kahaku. Who wouldn't want that?
This too is a sanitizer.
Look at the beautiful little koi. So the effort has been put in to pick these individual fish. Oh, look at that, kinshoas. I think there's a certain Mr. Robertson in England who has a bit of a penchant for kinshoa. I always see them on his feed. His perfect tank. And again, and that's what, people like that's what they like to show and like to see. And it's fantastic. I was going to say before as well is that when you have a koi show, when your temperatures are low, and a lot of the states is pretty much similar to where we are, where they have the seasons. So they are bringing the fish down to cold, and then from cold, and then it might warm up during the day, which it obviously will do in Vegas. So you are a little bit at risk of spawning. I've not seen any yet, but you never know. They seem to be. I think the difference with say, let's say the difference between a hobbyist taking a fish and a dealer taking fish for customers is that the hobbyist can only take what they have in their pond that's ready. Now with a dealer, especially on smaller sizes, a dealer can sort of like say, yeah, let's go for a Maraten class, let's go for a Sandan, let's go for this. So they can sort of like, they can mix up the show varieties for the prizes, so they can bring their customers koi to try and win as many prizes or certificates as they can for that customer, so they can bring in a full range of fish for that client, which is really good. I mean, some people say, oh, these fish haven't been in, there's a lot of dealers here, because don't forget, they're October, November, and then they're going to ship them back and quarantine them. So there is some dealers, I don't know which ones, but there will be dealers that have brought these straight from their facilities, and then what will happen now is that these fish will be taken back to the client's ponds. So because there's no point in taking the fish, shipping the fish to the client, because again, we're all on about shipping here. So some people might have bought a fish in California, but they live up in New York, right? So they're going to have to ship that fish. It's going to be in a bag for 10 hours, and then they've got to ship it back down again. So they might as well, these fish that have come in, a lot of these dealers will start bringing them in December like we do, and then the show's in March. So by the time the quarantine's finished, bring them to the show, and then get back to the customer. I think it's a perfect way of doing it, and people moan and bitch about, well, you can't do that, leave them in the pond. Shut up. See, Ginrin Achibas, you see. Somebody wants to, and they've brought two. You see, so they brought two Ginrin Achibas, which is clever. So they really want to win that class, the Ginrin class. Look at that Shiro, guys. Look at it. This is what I was saying as well. It's got a tiny little red damage on its back, but you see it. That's definitely a transport, right? And that's the problem with it. You see that you're always going to get that little knock. And you see, somebody's brought 3 Goshki there. Oh, and the Sanki's beautiful. Another look at that, Benny Kamonryus, Deutsch Shower, the weird and wonderful varieties, Because if you as a dealer bringing fish to a show, one of these wins, and you get a really good picture of it. I mean, look at it, putting one of those little Benny Kamonryus on a picture, the vibrant and everything like that. So as a dealer, of course, you're also helping yourself by doing, getting these fish, and then you're going to post them on social media and say, look, we won this baby champion, or this is one of the Benny Kamonryus that we won, that we took to the show, and then hopefully somebody rings up and says, oh my God, do you have any more of those? And even if it's not, they'll say, no, but we can get them. So there is a big part for a dealer show, and I think it's vital that they do it here, and I think it's a good decision rather than a hobbyist show. I'm not saying you don't, I am actually saying that you won't find better fish than this at any other show in the States anyway, anywhere apart from Japan, like I've said. Look, Ginrin Tansho Achiba. Yep. Beautiful spot. Where are you going to see it? So what we'll do is we'll just have a quick walk. I think they've opened them up on the other side. There's Fitz stand there. They've got the Nexus stuff now. We'll have a quick look over, and also now they're selling the Profi stuff. So they're trying to get it up. Sorry, it's a family show. Bryson, you're struggling getting it up?
I often do. It's a circulation issue.
Oh, the air circulation through the.
It's just real windy.
Yeah. So they've got the Profi drums, and I think they're doing something with someone else as well. Don't really know them. So we've got the Nexus here. We've got all the equipment. Got the most important American thing, which is the merch. And then he's also brought some fabulous fish as well. So these are the small Aoki fish. We've got them in as well. They're fabulous. And then he's brought some Dainichi stuff. Oh, sorry, these are the better Aoki stuff. And then he's brought Dainichi stuff. He's got yellow monkeys. He's got some Tansho. Just brilliant. And I think what Brian's done in the fashion that he does things, I think he's always fished to a dealer for when for after the show, so he doesn't have to take anything back. So fabulous. Looking at these yesterday, there's Gary. Let's see if we can get a word with him in a minute. But look at these huge skimmers. I think there's actually a place for them in our market, you know, because of the flow rates you can get through these is incredible. So you could really chuck some water down, and like these beads now that they have is.
Tim, how are you, man?
Hi, nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
That
I
hurt.
subscribe.
That hurt. That really hurt.
Oh, well,
You're too strong. What did you have for breakfast? So these beads, they're on 3-inch pipe. Love it. I love these 3-inch pipes on the beads. Get some flow rate on that multi-port valve. Fabulous. Morning. I'm going to get some of that when it's running as well. This guy, I was looking at it yesterday, and it's actually, so you've got the shower, right, which has got this ceramic media in it, which is fully porous. See it? Right, and the clever thing about this, and this guy said it'd do 8,000 gallons. I mean, like I said, I've not looked into it that much. But inside, on top of the shower, we have a drum. So really easy to pump into, to gravity out, or gravity into and pump out. So really good. So the they're looking good, but I think they retail at about $8,000. So I'm not sure. But look at these fish. I don't know who this dealer is, but you know, look at it. What a selection! Fabulous. Oh, it's Ben from California. He's Laguna Koi. Been going to Japan decades and decades. And we've got these ones here, R&R. Again, see, so instead of what they seem to be doing, the dealers, is they're bringing individual coins instead of bringing bats of the same fish. Which, I'm sorry, but that's what we seem to see in England. You know, you go around all these dealers and everyone's got the same fish. But these, what they're doing is they're picking out the special fish and they're bringing them to this show. And then what will happen is that, so say if somebody comes in from that they've flown down today, you can take some fish back on hand luggage with you in America. But then what they'll do as well is that they'll just ship them out. So they'll, some long fins there. Beautiful fish. Some more showers. Not 100% sold on that one. Not sure, but there you go. Morning. Morning.
Yeah, I didn't come in the last one.
Sleep good?
Actually, the bed
Yeah?
are beautiful,
Yeah.
right?
It got upgraded last year, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My long lost friend just showed up.
This is Kevin from Genki. How's it going, brother?
Good to see you, man.
Nice to see you.
What's going on?
Yeah, all good, man. You?
All good?
Yeah.
Good. Hey, you look like you've been trimming a lot, huh?
I know, man. I
In
know.
good health?
Yeah.
That's
All good.
important.
All good.
That's important.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, how are you?
How do you do?
I'm good.
Yeah. Joking? Oh, no joking. It's real. Tim.
Yes.
Oh my god!
Larry.
Oh my god!
Not joking, not dreaming.
And this is Kodama Taro, one of the big dealers in America. He went to Japan. He's got family ties in America. But again, look at this. See, we're not just putting in like just a raft of the same kind of fish. He's picking out individual koi. So we've got a Deutsche Chiba there, which is beautiful. You've got your Tancho, which is perfect. So, you know, you're just bringing out these individual pieces instead of just putting a net in a pond and just bringing out all sorts of stuff. So they're taking the time and effort to pick these individual koi, which is superb. Something for everybody, you see, that's what they're trying to do. So this is this is Tom. Tom Lythe, he's been doing it a million years as well. But look at these guys, look at them. Ginrin, oh, I just wish I had these at my shop, you know, just fabulous fish, fabulous. And they're not crazy. I mean, you know, 10 to 11 inch tozai, and they're like $600. So what's that? Let's say even say like $450. All day long, all day long. You know, these tozai here, what are they, like 9 to 10 inches, what, 80 quid?
No, they call hold over there.
So yeah, I'll probably have a look around the other side in a little while. But yeah, really good, really enjoyed it. And it's, you know, the quality is just amazing. So, but the guys they're getting ready to open up now, I think in about 5-10 minutes. So, and then it's getting a little bit warmer. But yeah, really good. Really impressed yet again for the second show. It's like any show, they're doing it last year. This is a much bigger show than it was last year. So when they do the first show, of course there's going to be teething problems and stuff like that. There's no need for that. There's absolutely no need. And do you know, I'm going to come over there now. I'm going to come over and put on this video that your treatments suck. So yeah, and it's just brilliant. Like I say, so, you know, every year on year, you know, and unfortunately they've got to spend money on these things, and which they have, and they've done a lot better for the sponsorship and everything like that. They've just transformed it again, and then so hopefully next year it's going to be even bigger. So, but what I'll do is I'll try and come back to you when the judging starts. I must apologise as well, because the stuff we were doing up in Tennessee and everything like that, I just didn't have time to pull the video out. We were packing, and it's a stressful thing. I know Mark from Clearly got some good footage of it, so I'm sure he's going to be putting some videos out on it. Obviously he'll be filming me packing them and moving them and stuff like that, so that's pretty much a similar video. So, but yeah, so let's try and film it when the judging. As a judging, there's Cano in the middle.
What are you doing?
I just watched.
And then what they're going to do is they'll do GC first, and then they'll go and do like a ballot, and then they'll do the vote. So there's 7 judges, and they're going to do the vote. I think last year it was 4-3, so it was a close judging. So we'll see what it is this year when they do finally pick it. I don't know how late I caught this, so I'm not seeing if they're going to go and look at some others as well, or they've already looked at them.
Northwest showing. They are. I saw them in Starbucks.
Like I said, I think they're going to have a difficult decision ahead of them. Let's see what they're going looking at. Nogami. Look at the big Sankey, but for me, I like the size of this Sankey, but I don't think the luster on the fish is very good, and it's got some maybe old damage on it, or it might not be old damage, but it might be there's splitting some windows on the benny, which is never good. So just mainly, I mean, you know, the size of this fish and the body on it's fantastic, but I just don't think it's got the luster the other Sankey has. That's just my opinion, though, guys. I'm not. You can see some windows on the benny and some old, maybe a kui coming up as well. So, I mean, for me, I wouldn't imagine that that's going to get a look in. But they've got a look. So over here now they're setting up the this is going to be the voting thing. So they'll be getting ready now to just do the Shinkoke guys.
When do you think they're starting judging that one?
I think they're getting ready to do the ballot.
Sorry?
They're getting ready to do the ballot for GC.
Okay, right now?
I think so. So yeah, they're about to do the ballot. It's something that we don't have in England as well, which is pretty cool. Doing the ballot, and it's a good way of doing GC. It's always done in. There's Izumi there, laughing.
Oh yeah, where's the box? Oh yeah. How you doing? Hey, everybody. Everybody
Cano looks dapper.
And then maybe let's move one table so we yeah, we want the table right now. When the guys leave, we will. Love it.
They're going to move it down the other side, I think. Ohayou gozaimasu.
Oh, ohayou gozaimasu.
Genki?
Genki.
Yeah.
Right now we're moving some people. Right now we're discussing on how we're going to be.
Let's follow the tables. We'll follow the table. Oh, Russ has got the box. Russ has got the magic box. He has got the magic box.
I do. Look
Look at that. We've got the Stars and Stripes. America. Yeah. I pledge allegiance to the flag of. Oh, yeah. You just need to put American Koi Show underneath that, Russ, and we've got a good job.
I didn't pay to personalize it. I figure if the club wants to do it, they can.
Yeah.
It's my gift to them.
I still think it's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah. And it's the all-American club.
Yeah.
Dr. Gura looks so bored.
Yeah.
So you ask him and he smiles. Oh no.
He just wants to go gambling. Devin.
Yeah.
Tell me what they're doing.
They're just looking for contenders for Grand.
So this is the GC now that you're doing, and then these.
Then there's team leaders, and they're gonna pick teammates and then divide and conquer.
And then do the ballot.
For the I was getting part of
So
the
is the ballot now?
Yep.
They're going to do that now. So then so they're just going to pick from how have they narrowed it down now?
They're gonna pick 3 fish each.
Yep.
I don't really understand the whole mechanics of it.
Okay.
Do what you think's best.
Yeah. So then, but we will get down to a number one.
Yeah.
This is a nomination.
Putting in the ballot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So the judges they're still looking at fish. I can see Izmir walking down now. So he will have been picking his. He's got a piece of paper in his hand. Just having another quick look.
No, that's fine. Right, so the 11 is the 6.
Yeah, so Devin speaks some Japanese, right? So Devin and Taro should be set. Okay. So I'll take Taro. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then
Mariju.
you wanna come with me? You wanna go with Dev?
And then we've got Marido walking down as well. So that's the 3.
Who's taller? Yeah.
We're all compatible. Okay, so
nomination?
Because once we start judging, that's it.
So all this is done before any of the other anything else is judged. They do the grand champion first. So the grand champions pick first, and then they will go off to go and judge every other size, variety, and every other award.
Your nomination.
That's 5. Just trying to find Izmir. Just trying to find Izmir. Might be in the casino.
ask Sean about the photo op.
Sorry, brother.
Nice, right?
There's the Marido's put his in. So I think they've got 3 each. So they've picked 3 each, and then they're going to wither it down from that. Unless they've all, I don't know, I don't think they can do the first ballot. I think that just knocks some fish out. This is Mia. The last one.
Nomination. Okay, we have 7 nominations for each judges. No, nomination, not counting yet.
Yeah, so it's in order of choice, right? Well, they wrote down 3. Right. So you're gonna look at the top ones first.
Okay.
Put those in.
Recorder?
This is recorder.
Yeah, Devin, I'll be Okay, so we have a judges, each one nominate 3 fish for potential grand champion. So the first nomination is a Tang 77, Kohaku. Tang 90, Showa. Tang 54, Sanke.
Oh, so there's some good fish in the running.
Second nomination is a Tang 55, Kohaku. Tang 79, Kohaku. Tang 90, Showa. 1090 Showa, 1055 Kohaku, 1054 Sanke. Next one, 1090 Showa, 1018 Sanke. What's this, 55? 55. Double check. What line? Should be. Looks like 55. Okay, 1055 Kohaku. Next nomination from judges, 1018 Sanke, 1090 Showa, 1054 Sanke. Next one, 1054 Sanke, 1077 Kohaku, 1090 Showa. Next one, 1090 Showa, 1054 Sanke, and 1018 Sanke.
Okay. So we want to top three?
Right.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so the top three fish from the nomination will be 1090 Showa, 1054 Sanke, 1018 Sanke. So judges, please look at the three fish only, 1090, 1054, 1018. So the
すいません、じゃあ今投票が終わったので、上の上位の3匹をもう一度見て投票してください。それがまず90の昭和、あと54番の三家、あと18番の三家になります。
So now we only look at that three fish, and please, after you're done, please come back here and vote again.
90と55と18です。
I think you probably got that they're going now looking at the three fish which were the top nominated. I don't even know what tanks are what, so first time I'm hearing about it as well. So what we'll do is let them go and take some, let them go and do that, and then when they come back, I'll start recording. And they're back. So maybe I suppose on this ballot could see a champion, or maybe the next one. There's the first.
1, 2.
It's all 7.
No filming, right? Okay, here's the vote for grand champion fish.
One second.
So first vote.
Can you announce it again, please, for the camera? Can you announce it again what you're doing? Can you announce again what you're
Yes,
doing?
we are selecting the grand champion right now. We already have a recommendation, 3 fish from the judges. Of the top 3 fish voted, now we're going to the final vote for grand champion. We have 7 judges. First one is a 90 Wu Showa. Second one is 55 tank Sanke.
54.
Oh, 54, I'm sorry. 54 Sanke, 90 Showa. Third vote, 1090 Showa. 1018 Sanke. 1018 Sanke. 1090 Showa. 1054, 54 Sanke. So Showa is 3 out of 2 the 2. So Showa 1090 is our grand champion today.
It's not a majority yet.
So what we do,
No. You got 2
These two
Two
types.
fish, 2 and 3. So they got not a majority.
Yeah, they got
Yes, one more round.
One more round.
Leave one more round.
Okay.
One more round, all 3 fish.
Correction.
No, just those 2. So this versus this. This side majority. Then.
Slight confusion.
Right?
I'm gonna do that.
Yes.
So second round.
So
Second round.
2 more.
Okay. Due to the grand champion not over 50%. So the other 2 fish, tank 18 sunk it and tank 54 sunk it. These 2 fish have to come out a winner. And then that winner gonna compete with the tank 90. So judges, please check tank 54 sunk it, tank 18 sunk it. So these 2 have to one winner and compete with the show. Okay, so please check again.
So they're going again. Right, here we go
So
again.
second round, we have a 2 fish tie, tank 54 Sanke and tank 18. So the judges went out to make decision. We have a tank 18, tank 18, tank 18, tank 54, tank 54, tank 54, tank 54. So on the round 3, we're gonna have a tank 54 Sanki against tank 90 Showa. So judges, please check this 2 fish.
Yeah, so now they've took it down to the Showa, which got original 3 votes, and then now that they judge between the 2 Sankis, and now the Sanki in 54 has now been picked. So now it goes up against the Showa that had 3 votes. So let's see. So they didn't really need to go and have a look at the fish again as they've seen them. So they've just gone over there, just done some paper. It's 2. So now, because there's 7 judges, there should be an automatic winner.
Seven. Okay, all 7 judges voted.
Sorry, Cooper, can I? Yeah, sorry, man.
First one, tank 54 Sanke.
1 for the Sanki,
Tank 54 Sanke.
2 for the Sanki,
Tank 90 Showa.
1 for the Showa, 2-1,
Tank 90 Showa.
2-2,
Tank 90 Showa.
3-2,
Tank 54
Ooh,
Sanke.
it's a tie, 3-3. Last one, this is a decider.
Tank 90
Ah, the Showa got it. Showa number 1. And that's Herb's fish. That's the ones where I went and packed them yesterday. Let's go and have a look at it. Yep, not my pick, but a worthy winner. So tank 90. So the Sanki that I liked was the one that came second, which is there.
Number 1, Kim?
2.
Number 2?
Dad, this one's bigger.
You got number 1.
A Showa 90 over here. Dainichi Showa, number 2 at the Nogyo side. Like I say, if you go back on my video that I did when we bowled these monsters out at Dainichi in November, you can see this one close up in a bowl. So there it is, GC done, and now the hard work of judging every other size and variety. So yeah, pretty cool. See what the trophy's like later.